Hey, so I'm in the car waiting for Lindsay to come back, and I thought I would shoot a quick video on if I had to kind of start over again, if I had a health condition or something like that, that I wanted to reverse, lose weight, whatever it might be. What would my steps be? What would it be? So I think the way that I would handle it in retrospect, with all that I've learned, is first I would write down my goals, exactly what it is that I'm wanting to achieve, accomplish, why am I wanting to change my health or whatever it might be. And then from there, I would look for data. What kind of data can I get about my own personal biology and what foods might be reactive to me, which ones are not, which ones are my superfoods, which ones are not ideal for me to eat or minimize. And there's a couple ways to do that. So probably the first thing I would do is I would get a gut biome test. So somewhere like Viome, they can do that. It's a stool sample you send to them, and then they analyze your gut bacteria, and based on that can suggest to you what kinds of supplements, vitamins, fiber, and all those kinds of things that can help boost your gut microbiome to increase your health. Because, I mean, they say that the microbiome is the key, one of the biggest keys to your health. The next thing, so the third thing I would do, that would be a full panel blood test, because again, I would want to get all the data that I need, and I can go from there. The biome test, the microbiome test, is a really good first one, but then I would also contact a doctor. Now here's the thing is, I love doctors, I really do, but most primary care physicians don't always have the most well done out, or most thorough, that's the word I was looking for, most thorough kind of blood test. You'll get a blood test. Yeah, I'd like to get a little physical, see where I'm at, what's my blood test and stuff. And you won't even see like what your A1C is, or your vitamin D levels, your creatine levels, or anything like that. She's about to come in the door, so, well, hello there. So, um, so yes, I would go and seek out to get a full panel blood work. Now, where do you get something like that? Usually, a functional medicine doctor can do those things, and the blood test results that you get back and the tests and everything will be way beyond what you would get from just a normal, regular blood test that most doctors will do. And I can put a link in this as to where you could go find a functional medicine doctor. But so then I would get that data. Then I think it was number 4 now I'm on, like what's the fourth thing? So with that data, okay, with the data from the microbiome test, with the data from a functional medicine doctor, with the blood test, what I would probably do then is analyze, how much money do I have to invest in my health? Because the blood test will probably be covered through insurance. The microbiome test isn't that much money, a couple $100. But if you wanted to work with a functional medicine doctor, if you have like an autoimmune condition or something, you might want to work with a functional medicine doctor to heal the root cause. And there's another video in the group here. If you don't know what a functional medicine doctor is, I'll link to it. I did another video on what a functional medicine doctor is. But you can work with really two kind of people that I would work with. One is a functional medicine doctor if I was trying to reverse an autoimmune disease and I was really, concerned about it. And then the other one is working with a dietitian, specifically one that would know about low carb and healthy nutrition from that aspect. Like Matthew Kress, for example, he's a low carb dietitian. And they can then look at, well, based on, let's take a look at some of the blood work, let's take a look at your microbiome and everything and the kind of foods that are good for you. I mean, based on my gut microbiome test, I shouldn't be eating broccoli. Broccoli is one that normally you would say, yeah, go ahead and eat broccoli on the low carb, right? But in my case, no, at least not right now. That I can change that, but maybe it's dairy you shouldn't be having. So Anyways, I would do that. I would seek out, if I could work with both, wonderful. If not, then, look at what your budget is. Can you work with one or the other? A dietitian is going to be a little bit more economical, you could say. A functional medicine doctor is probably going to cost quite a bit to work with, but this is going to speed you through it. So, yeah, I think that's basically kind of the route that I would take. And then from there on out, I would start really, really working on the whole mental part of it, because I know I mean I could give you, if I was the functional medicine doctor or dietitian you were seeing, and I kept giving you the how, here's what to eat, go grocery shopping here, these are the things you need to do, that's wonderful. But if you don't have the mental capability or identity to do it, it's just going to work off of a little bit of motivation and willpower, and that will kind of die out over time a lot of times. It depends on how severe your motivation is, I suppose, but I would really start working on who you are as a person, what your beliefs are. So that way, based on your belief system, you can make choices about about what you want to achieve in your life and everything like that. So anyways, that's how I would do it if I had to start all over and seek out like a set of steps. Those are the things that I would do.